I'm the son of a 16-year NBA veteran. I remember a lot of his career. I was blessed to have a family that we never really struggled when I was growing up, thanks to my dad and his career. We had the means to do a lot growing up, but you would think that my future was set based on that fact, and that couldn't be farther from the truth. I was always the smallest kid on my team. When it comes to basketball, I was always the smallest kid on my team. I had a terrible, ugly catapult shot from the time I was 14 because I wasn't strong enough to shoot over my head, and I had to reconstruct that over a summer, and it was the worst 3 months of my life. You'd think there were no hurdles or obstacles that I had to overcome, but even when I got to high school, I wasn't ranked. I wasn't highly touted as a high school prospect. I had nobody really running, knocking on my door saying, please, please, please come play for our school. And, everything happens for a reason, and there's a story to everything. And
you play against greatness, and you play against people that push you or have what you have before, and you're chasing. You almost get consumed by it because, one, how hard it is, obviously, to reach the top, and the amount of work that you put into it. You always try to find that little bit of edge, whether it's something mental or something physical that you can use to your advantage to kind of stay on the heels until you get there.
Day to day, getting better every single day. Asking questions, aligning yourself with people that have been through it before, that are experienced, and leaning on that advice, and just trying to outwork the next person, and that's the biggest thing.
You don't have to live anybody else's story. Sometimes people make it seem like you have to have certain prerequisites or a crazy life story in order to be successful in this world. But the truth is you really don't. It doesn't matter where you come from, what you have or don't have, what you have too much of, but all you need to have is faith in God, an undying passion for what you do or what you choose to do in this life, and a relentless drive and the will to do whatever it takes to be successful and whatever you put your mind to. Make sure you live in the moment and work your butt off every single day. And I hope I inspire people all around the world to just be themselves, be humble, and be grateful for all the blessings in your life.
Well, for me, you visualize where you want to be and what you want to accomplish, and you kind of get lost in the process of day to day, grinding it out and working, pulling on others if you have to. It's just about not losing vision and not losing sight of what you're trying to accomplish, no matter what hurdles you have to go through. So I think that kind of relates to whatever you're doing, whatever major you've chosen or what you're interested in. So for me in basketball, and it's about visualizing, whether you write it down, put it on the wall, do something, what your goals are, and get lost in the process of day-to-day grind.
No matter how great people tell you are, or how lucky or inadequate critics say you are, whatever drives you inside, wherever you find that that will to keep going is about not being complacent and always trying to get better, no matter how hard that mission might be. It's yourself, and you really have to find what it is that motivates you and hold on to that every single day. And that's something I'm very proud of and very appreciative of the people that helped me get to this place. So I've tried to surround myself with people that push me, that motivate me, that keep me focused, that keep me focused on the right things in this life. I have that on the stage right here. I have that in my family. And for that, I'm extremely blessed and extremely thankful for that, because this is a crazy world, and to have that kind of guidance and that kind of motivation definitely has allowed me to do what I do on and off the court. So
I see your comments about him, and I think it's something that a lot of players don't understand. I think the fans, it's very hard for the fans to really understand what I'm saying, because most players don't get it. But there's a serious calmness about him, which is extremely deadly, right? Because he's not up, he's not down, he's not contemplating what just happened before or worrying about what's to come next. He's just there. And when a player has the skills and has trained himself to have the skills to be able to juke, shoot, dribble, left, right, etc., and then you mix that with this calmness and poise, then you have a serious, serious problem on your hands. And so when I watch him play, that's what I see.
I know what I'm capable of and what I can bring to the table, but nothing that you do in life, you do alone. And having an appreciation for the value in others, I can learn something from the person next to me, to my right or my left. They can challenge me, the sense of accountability. It's how you grow. And for me, that's where you really make memories in terms of, I could do all this stuff by myself. If I have nobody to share it with and nobody to kind of look back and say, hey, look what we did, I don't think there's any value in that. My faith allows me to stay focused on why I'm on this planet to begin with. Because if I were to listen to the noise and to continually feed into what is rewarded in this life on earth, for material things or whatever, the fame, money, all that type of stuff, like, I would be lost.
Please follow the channel.